Hello everybody, welcome back to another session of Couples Therapy. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, our time limit is short. Here we go!
December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, defendant line number 2.
Woo!
Woo! That was really good. Yeah. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort.
Random topic. One time at work, a guy told me that I could be an auctioneer.
Perfect.
I believe it.
And by the way, the time limit's 40. We have 40.
40 minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, pal. I mean, kill your dad? What?
Present tense, kill.
Yeah.
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished.
Ah.
Whoa, wait,
Spank
is
me,
that
come
a
soon.
thing right now?
Oh my god! Wow! I'm sorry.
No, it's okay, I went the same direction. I'm like, Edward, is that your kid?
Yeah. Huh. Edward. All right. Pass the high fives down. Pass them down. Oh my goodness. Murder is murder no matter what the circumstances.
That's crazy! Just crazy!
You're telling me.
I know!
Those people on the couch.
Yeah.
Chill.
What are you doing?
Huh? Oh? I was just reading through the court record once more.
You know, that website with all the fan fiction?
Oh, yes.
No, seriously, courtrecord.net. That's Phoenix Wright Forum fan fiction.
Oh, I know.
I'm
Oh,
getting my
it's like
case
you two
ready.
Oh.
Your case for what?
Huh? Is it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it! He confessed that he did it in court!
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning.
You're not gonna get whipped with them, Edgeworth. Shut up. I've ruined your life.
I'm done. I'm going home. Let's just continue.
I'll prove your innocence, trust me.
We're so bad.
I know.
Anyway.
Alright, December 28th, 2:30 p.m., District Court, courtroom number 3.
Yes!
Let's resume trial.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, we'll let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DO6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
I see. Does the defense have any objections?
No, Your Honor. On karma, he knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
What are you talking about?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah.
Because he can.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Please.
Quack, 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 quack.
Please.
Parentheses work. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. I knew it was gonna happen. That's all.
We are the worst.
I just hate that you're gonna have to go through like audio editing and turn it on.
I already do.
We're too loud as it is. We're all naturally really loud.
Unfortunately, to get a good quality sound, it's still not enough. So even as I'm editing the videos, I do a lot of audio edits,
Dang it.
which is why like all the episodes that we do, even though it's like 20 minutes, they all take an hour.
Oh, wow.
Well, I also feel bad because everyone in the Phoenix Wright musical process, this was like their favorite, and here we are just making crows.
It's great.
Like Lucia or Matt or any of them would come and be like, the fuck is with all the crows? Why crows?
Why though?
But why?
Anyway,
And until now you thought this memory was just a dream.
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
Huh. The same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Fair enough.
Sunshine's
Did that
just
smile.
swinging his head to smile. I think smile. I'm not sure. And all the people's dialogue, like whenever it's their turn, he'll swing his head towards them.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
because it's always whenever it's someone that's not used to being that character.
I know, right?
It's great.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so I want you. Do you remember all the details in the DO6 case file?
Not quite. Let me
You should
double
you
check.
should review it just because you're gonna see something that I know you'll be like, again?
See. Wait, what?
I think you found it.
Welcome to Phoenix Wright, where nothing is a coincidence.
And if the audience is like, wait, you shouldn't be helping Sunshine as much, we are on a time limit.
Yeah,
I
we
am
literally
sorry.
have 30 minutes to do everything, including the credits.
The gun fired
my
once.
goodness. Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day.
Edward, stop being so dramatic. Turn off Linkin Park now.
How could this happen to me?
Not Lincoln.
It's not. I don't know.
Don't think it is.
Is
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've become so numb. I know
Comment
that's
below
Linkin
if
Park.
you know.
Hi, my name is Shawnee, and I don't actually know music.
I'll actually look it up right now. Continue
Enter,
on.
finish the line.
That gunshot in that horrible scream.
Oh!
I knew it.
The
I'm
scream.
never gonna leave my head. Those terrible crows.
They're everywhere. Everywhere. No, it's okay. The how could this happen to me is by someone by Simple Plan.
A sample
Okay.
plan.
Boop.
Good job.
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream.
Oh!
I should stop saying that word. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
Faded.
I see.
But that doesn't make sense. Look at this file one more time. This plain contradicts a witness's testimony.
Do you want the red chair right here since Luke's not here? You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony?
This is Von Karma.
Yeah, that's the page you're good. Yeah. Memorizing those pages is bullshit.
Look at the victim data in this file. It says, quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice.
Shit, not again!
What? We already heard this song.
Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Everyone's inquisitive in the audience.
Why not perhaps the battle should provide that stretching shot?
That stretching shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated.
Or, deleted?
The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It technically could have been the first. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What?
I see. You do have a point, Mr.
twice as preferred. One of those sort of just goes doing whatever.
I love it. Keep going, dude. Let those cheeks be loose.
Was found by a friend and a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other self-fired has something to do with what I...
No!
Oh shit! Don't give me a heart attack right now.
Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
No, Mr. Full-Time.
You'll do anything to.
After you've seen the evidence.
That hurt.
I can imagine.
You can't go that low physically.
I told you, he auto-tuned.
I know. I wanted to try though.
You have evidence for proof of the incident. I'm just going to spit profusely.
Oh, hey!
Hey!
Yes, this is it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm an idiot, in case you haven't noticed.
It's okay, we all are.
I was like,
done so well.
yeah, you
No,
were doing
seriously.
super good in the beginning, so I'm like, oh my gosh, she's gonna get that final case. Oh, third case. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Look at this photograph.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time, it's like the birds.
There's the photograph of the scene of the car 15 years ago.
What was that? That was awesome, though.
Beautiful.
I presented it to libraries, Gregory Ashworth.
This person murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where?
Your Honor, please get a clue.
Where?
Show the judge where the country in the photo. Oh my gosh.
Point it out.
Bit-
Dad.
It should be obvious. The contradiction is here.
I see a bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that chicken saw. The second shot was shut up.
I will say it's really good doing this because we have so little DL6 evidence that you're like, well, I only have like 3 things.
It's like, excuse me while I try to bullshit my way.
What a rock! This looks like what was suppressing that.
It's simple, Your Honor.
I just realized Miss Tip Tap's been very quiet.
It's true. Wait, Luke's not here.
Tip Tap, Tip Tap!
She returns.
I bet you she owns the crows.
Oh my god, yes, that's how she's been.
She's a crazy bird lady.
Oh my god. She'll adopt Polly while Yada Yogi.
Yeah. Oh
Yes.
Yay.
At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door.
Which would have given them oxygen.
Rumor that the
Not
defendant
much.
lost consciousness
It's
after
not-
the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, you must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
I guess that means that they would have oxygen deprivation, but they had enough air to breathe and live.
Mr. White, who could that someone be?
You know what bothers me, though? There are windows in the elevator. Why didn't they break one?
Because they're stupid.
The murderer, of course! But of course!
But of course!
They had a pistol!
Shut up! Too much logic! I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DO6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary? That's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene.
Yep.
If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
You don't have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. I love enunciating right now. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. Even though I just called it a fucking bullet hole. What's wrong with me?
Contradicting myself.
Damn it!
This is very imperfect.
Typist, you better not keep that in.
Tip, tap, tip, tap.
And see, here's the thing, Von Karma used to be Luke.
The typist rises!
She will rise again. again.
Order, I will have order. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Your Honor. Or Fudge, George, what do we call you?
George the Three.
George the Third, okay.
Mr. Wright has proven, I think, to us quite clearly that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Commer says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely, I don't know where that came from, that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. Somehow! So we only have is a single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
How did this happen?
Because I'm awesome.
I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No! But you said you'd do it, Nick! You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent!
I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention.
Yes, I did.
No. He's confessing.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth was out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There's so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
Good job, by the way.
Your Honor, I object.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Ugh.
Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
No.
Ah!
It must exist. The second bullet.
What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist? But where?
Someone took it.
If this is waiting, it's not going to produce any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It exists.
What? But we've determined proof that it did not exist.
I really thought, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer.
I am literally just making this up as I go. Yep. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
I'm still thinking about that one.
Sorry, don't look at the second bullet. Why would he?
I'll just scratch that from the record. Tip, 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 tip.
Tip, 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 tip. That's the backspace.
That's the backspace.
Tip, 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 tip.
Because I'm not clacking multiple keys.
Yeah.
It's only one key, so it's one sound.
Tip, 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 tip.
First of all, how would he have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. White. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
The murderer had to find it?
The murderer didn't need it!
Okay. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. White?
The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Heck.
Had to take it.
Had to
She's
take
just like
it?
running by, like,
Murderer?
take it.
What is that?
Running by the window.
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. White?
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. The murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take that bullet.
parts of Mr. Right. What do you mean?
Well, for instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened?
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot, and he left with the second bullet still inside, thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime?
Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes?
But there's a problem with that! The other two people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Johnny Yogi, were both unarmed.
Unharmed.
That's what I meant. Thank you.
Tip-tap.
Thank you, I did. So that's what I mean.
The murderer came from outside, yes.
Oh, that blew. Yay.
Oh, that blew. That's
The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet...
Oh!
The bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside.
I have a plan.
The boy loses consciousness.
Yes.
Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
Mr. Wright, you're truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
Yes, you can.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. I mean, there was, but fuck!
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Whoa.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for that man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean
It could only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident!
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
Shit, Nick, we got it! It was Von Karma! What?
Oh, man.
Shit!
Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
I'm only in the presence of a murderer.
It's fine!
How am I still alive?
I mean, he literally attacked us yesterday.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now?
Quick question, Abby. How much more do we have?
Wait, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 4 more pieces of evidence, one outside of court.
Because it's technically end of episode.
We'll come back for the grand finale next time!
Some attorneys are dishonest, they'll do anything to win. But now I know that I will not give in. And I won't stand for lying or accusing anymore. I know precisely what